Well, our contest, our YouTube subscribers did reach 100.
Yeah, baby.
Um, so it seems like every time I go on the Friday night chill stream over at Legion of Myth, I get a few extra subscribers for us.
Probably because of your good looks and charm.
Well, obviously. If I just appeared on more people's podcasts or their podcasts wouldn't matter because you'd only hear me, but more YouTube videos, that might just do it.
You. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'll hopefully get on there this Friday. I want to chill with them this Friday.
Maybe I can. Yeah, maybe I could do the Max Headroom thing and just
pop in everywhere.
Put my head in.
Dude, that's a reference to yesteryear.
Yeah.
How many listeners? Probably a few more than a few of our listeners have heard of Max Headroom.
I mean, I don't have any. There is no. I don't know if there's even a way to do that. There probably
if you're a hack master.
Well, the contest will be doing the random determination. We have 18 people who have given us out their email. It seems like as many times as I have poked at folks, people are resistant. It's only 18 sides.
Showing my D18 from DCC. So yeah, I'm ready to roll that crap.
Yeah, but people who are interested will join. People who are not will not. That's fine.
What was it? Was it Max from Legion of Myth said that if we'd put something out he was interested in, he'd put his name in there?
He did. He put his name in. He said he'd be a lot more interested if we didn't have anything from Wizards or Paizo.
It sounds like I should probably put like some sweet Planescape thing in there.
Yeah, he really likes Planescape.
He would love that.
He'd love it. Make it all. You should make all 3 items Planescape.
That would
just for him.
Just for Mac. Yeah. Actually, no way, because I love Planescape. I'm not giving that crap away. It's my stuff.
Right. Well, in other news, it looks like Paizo
is done again.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Again, I mean, it's kind of a constant thing, I guess.
Continues to be.
Phylactery apparently is a bad, naughty, evil word that shouldn't be in their game, so they're nixing it. Which, I mean, I don't really care because. I don't really care about Paizo. It's just kind of dumb, but hilarious at the same time.
Yeah, I guess everything that references religion you can't use. I mean, how are you going to use priest anymore?
Right. Can't say cleric.
No, you cannot.
Can you use the word God?
That's what I'm talking about. Somebody's offended.
I'm sure.
I mean, I'm sure there's been like thousands of people. I think they claim phylactery wasn't they claiming it was anti-Semitic or something?
Oh, it's just that it might offend people of the Jewish faith, perhaps.
What about Gollum? A Gollum.
Yeah, Gollum. Well, people have brought that up, apparently.
Oh, okay.
As being problematic.
Okay. And Paizo, you do you, but you're you're picking nits where there's no need.
Do what you want. Don't care, but it's funny and worth mockery. A mockery on you.
Mm-hmm. Not a pox, but yeah, a mock upon you.
All right. Also, in Twitter land, there was a fellow who posted a series of tweets about Looney Tunes characters and others that got their stats. They got statted up in old D&D terms.
Yeah.
And so they're only partial pictures, so you couldn't see the whole write-up. So I went and found the Dragon magazine, which he had the wrong one listed.
Oh.
He said it was 41 and ended up being 48.
Oh, that's okay. We'll forgive him.
This time. But yeah. Let's see if I can bring it up. We'll have a link to that in the show notes. Yeah. But it was in the. Let's see if I can find out when. It's at the top of the.
And I'm looking at now. Apparently, a follow-up in '82. They did the Taz the Tasmanian Devil and Marvin the Martian and
Yeah,
Donald Duck later on.
yeah. Well, this ended up this Dragon magazine for 48 was in 1982. So
Oh, maybe it was all there. Yeah, he got his dates off too. Then.
yeah,
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows? Maybe some kind of reprint issue. Who knows? Some
I don't know.
typos or whatever. Maybe I've got
Possibly.
one that has a typo in it. I don't know.
Could be.
Anyway,
I wish I had my old ones, but I don't think I had any that old. My earliest were the 60s.
right. Anyway, Bugs Bunny is a 15th level illusionist.
Right on,
And
dude.
is chaotic good. You know, I don't know. Maybe just chaotic.
I would say, yeah. Bugs leaned good. Now Daffy was chaotic neutral, which I thought was spot on.
Yes. Yes. Well, there were plenty of times he tried to kill off Bugs Bunny.
Only nuts. I love his number of attacks, dude. 1 to 20.
1 to
Roll
20.
randomly.
Yeah,
Doing
but
1 point of damage.
1 point of damage. He's not very effective in combat,
No.
really.
No, and they had Popeye. Popeye looked like he was probably, I'm sure he had 1800 strength. Oh, only 18. Oh, it says 1863 or 25
Yeah.
after he has his spinach, I guess.
Yeah, it's after the spinach. His con goes up to 22 and his intelligence and wisdom. Oh, all of his stats go up after he's had his spinach.
Because spinach is good for you, dude.
Yeah, yeah. They all get he's really buffed out.
That was it's funny. I used to really enjoy when I collected dragons. I enjoyed their April issues. They would do a lot of spoofy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that was an April issue, but
oh yeah, it is 81, but it is April 81.
sounds right. They were big on that. So I always enjoyed that about the old dragon and stuff. It got less fun as it went along, but it was pretty good for as long as I collected them. I never collected I have a few of the electronic articles, Dragon Plus or whatever they call it online, but it's just lost all its charm without having the actual magazine. I'm sorry. It's just electronic magazines I don't know. They don't cut the mustard.
Right. Right. Well, I think what ended up happening that got screwy was he referenced issue 41, and issue 41 is from September of the previous year.
Oh, okay.
So I just went forward a few issues to see if I could find the right one. So maybe April of that year or April of the following year would have the others in it. So
yeah, but if you're interested, check it out. It's kind of cool. You got a little bit of old school nostalgia and a little goofiness. They had some of the famous characters. I know. Did you ever get that Dragon magazine CD-ROM?
yeah, I'm not sure.
I never did because I remember I used to have a boatload of those magazines, and I sold them off. Which God, I wish I'd not. But oh well, live and learn.
Right.
But
well, I have an electronic version, so I don't have a paper version.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Anything else before we? I mean, that was kind of a. Oh no, we skipped call-ins.
Oh yeah, we should really do that if we had some.
We do. Not very many, but we have some.
Okay.
Have some.
All right, cool.
Let's see. I have to bring it up on the computer because I totally forgot. I usually have this ready, but not today. Slacking.
Yeah. Well, we had our first little snowstorm today. Were you out in that mess?
I was out.
Sweet. Yep.
It was kind of. It came down. It was kind of dramatic for maybe 10 minutes, and then yeah, it all melted away.
We had cut the grass today too. After that was over, so that's funny. But yeah.
All right.
Sure, that'll be the last cut though. Don't want to have no more grass growage after this.
I'm hoping to get it cut tomorrow.
Not in the Michigan.
Yeah, lucky kind of. If I get to cut it tomorrow, it'll be luck. Because by this time, normally there's no way you cut your grass.
Right. All right.
All right. So we have a few. Huh?
They all from John Allen?
All three, yes.
Okay, cool.
Hey there guys, it's John here from Red Dice Diaries, just listening to your How High episode. No, I'm just playing, that was my vape. Anyway, in regards to your question about have you played any games where you're like, maybe I don't want to play it at a high level, I would say yes, I certainly have. The main culprit for me has been like a Vampire the Masquerade, which I don't play so much anymore, but I still enjoy. Play the latest version, which has a slightly different set of rules. But I used to play loads of it like back in the day, and we played a lot of like quite high level games. And I've seen like when you first start out, the idea of vampires is that, you know, like, oh, you having to like balance this whole like curse of vampirism with like your new responsibilities and trying to fit your old life and stuff like that. And it's supposed to be a game of personal horror, according to the blurb. I find that when you've got to a higher level, you've got that many disciplines, you know, like the vampiric powers and stuff like that, that the game becomes a bit more like a sort of superhero game, I suppose would be the best analogy. And I've heard a few people say that, like, oh, vampires just like superheroes who need blood to power their abilities. And at low level, I don't know whether I agree, but when you get to sort of higher levels, and obviously it's not a level-based system, but you know what I mean, when you get to like the high levels of power, you have so many of these abilities and you're so vastly beyond what a human in the system can do that you really are more like a blood-powered superhero than a sort of suave aristocratic or violent mad creature of the night. So that unless they were dealt with sort of like in a certain way, you know, with a very skilled GM, the high level vampire games didn't really have a great deal of appeal for me. Anyway, enjoying the episode. I'm going to get back to it. Take care, and I'll catch you soon.
Interesting, John, because I remember when I was teaching high school, a long time ago, had to have been almost, over 20 years ago. I had a kid, we were talking gaming, and I was a D&D-er, and he's like, oh, I don't play D&D. He goes, I like Vampire because it's, you know, it's not as crazy as D&D people flying around and, you know, practically being superheroes. I'm like, look, I don't know much about Vampire, but if you're a vampire and you're fighting mortals, you're pretty darn close to being a superhero. And I think those high-powered vampires can do lots of crazy stuff.
Oh, they can.
Yeah, so I think that comment, heroes that need superheroes that need blood to function, is probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, especially if I'm not sure which version this was in, but I know that I read in one of the vampire books a while back that if you could somehow trace, you know, if you can kill and I think drink the blood of an older vampire, you get more powerful.
Oh yeah.
So there's kind of a path to becoming, truly frightening. I mean, just being the vampire normally.
Right. And I think that was looked down upon in vampire society. You didn't do stuff like that. And then if you did, I think there was a title, there was a label you got for someone that killed other vampires and drank their blood and took their powers, and it got them into some hot water with all the political stuff. So
it's possible, but that would be something I probably would push to do.
Screw you.
Screw you.
I'm gonna be the only vampire.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the dude in Blade. He wanted to be top vampire dog.
Yeah, he did.
And don't blame him. I mean,
right.
He's already better than all the humans practically. So
you're gonna be a bloodsucker, be the best bloodsucker.
Yeah, why not?
And yeah, I just realized that I've sent you the previous message and I've sent you a part 1 and part 3. Don't worry about it. There's only 2 parts. Slipped on my finger as I was pressing the keys on my tiny mobile phone and accidentally hit the send button before I could correct it. And there you go. What are you going to do? Fat fingers versus a small phone? A small phone's always going to win.
Man, John, we wouldn't have called you out, bro. We saw the 1 and 3. We just believed.
Yes, we just went with it. We do that.
Thought John was being like mathematically slick and cool. I was expecting the next one to be 5. There's gonna list the odd ones. I was gonna be very impressed. An odd sequential order. Then the next one would be 2n plus 1 for you math geeks out there.
There aren't any.
You math lovers lovers of much math. Hey,
No.
Taylor likes math. He took advanced calculus too.
He took
Honors.
advanced calculus. That doesn't mean he likes it.
He loved it. That's why he majored in creative writing.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. He did his other degree was in computer science, so
It's almost math. Might as well be math.
might as well be.
Math on a computer.
Everything might as well be math.
It really should be, since it's the most important thing in the universe.
Except I I don't know where this came up at. I can't remember. But in the course of this conversation, this fellow said, numbers are not real.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. So the figures we use to represent quantities, those are made up, but they represent
Sure.
something real.
Yeah.
Quantities are real.
Names are made up.
Yeah.
Joe is a name that it was made up for you.
Yeah.
And so it's still okay, whatever. That's like, I think it was on Legion of Myth. You guys were chatting one time about philosophy and you were just like really blasting it. And that's when you go down that rabbit hole. It's like, dude, I get it. We can think all weird and abstract like that, but who cares? I mean, come on, that's getting kind of silly.
All right. Well, that was a very short segment one for
Wow.
us,
Okay, cool.
because we did that and that and that, and that's it.
We'll do the contest at the end, right?
We're going to do the contest at the end, and we will announce. See, between now and the end of the podcast, you have to decide what the new stuff is. So, no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Okay.